Good old Mario 64. A game that I've not only played a lot in my childhood, but what very well might be the first video game I ever played, period. Of course, it could also be Yoshi's Story. I'm still in a self-debate over that.
It was Mario 64.
It was Yoshi's Story.
Mario 64.
Yoshi's Story.
Mario 64.
Yoshi's Story.
Shut up!
Mario made the jump to 3D in this beauty of a game, switching from flat 2D planes to open 3-dimensional environments. I remember sinking hours upon hours into this game as a little kid. But now that it's hit the Virtual Console for the Wii U, how does it hold up?
It's pretty good. You want me to actually review the game?
I'll make this complex storyline as easy to understand as I can. And though I doubt I can simplify it as well as someone like BB Games could, I'll give it a try nonetheless. Mario gets invited to go to Princess Peach's castle for cake and tea, only to find that Bowser got there before him, kidnapped the princess, and sealed her away somewhere within the walls. So of course it falls to poor Mario to save the day once again. Right after he takes his nap.
Ravioli. Mamma mia.
To find the princess, you'll have to make your way through her castle, which serves as this game's hub world. Unfortunately, Bowser sealed most of the doors closed with magical anti-stardust or something like that, so you'll need the help of the Power Stars. This is where the levels come in. You'll access them by jumping into portraits, holes, windows, or whatever the heck that is. Once you've entered the desired level, you'll start hunting for one of 7 Power Stars located there. Some stars just require you to find or get to them, while others require you to make them appear somehow, like defeating a boss, collecting 100 coins, or returning a baby penguin to her mother. Which, as it turns out, is a lot harder than it sounds. Don't worry, little buddy, I'll save ya. Okay, you can stop crying now. What is your problem? I'm saving you! Dang it, you little brat! I've had it up to here with— oh crap! Ah, jeez. I hope this doesn't come back to haunt me later. Unfortunately, Mario has been robbed of all his old power-ups in this game. But not to worry, Nintendo wouldn't let Mario traverse the dangerous 3D realm without his own arsenal of new abilities. And in this game, they take the form of different caps for Mario to wear. There's the winged cap, which allows Mario to fly for a limited time, though it doesn't control the best. The invisibility cap, which allows him to walk through bars and thinly layered walls. And my personal favorite, the metal cap. This shiny cap of kings turns Mario into metal, making him almost completely invincible and heavy enough to walk underwater. Sadly, it doesn't last very long and isn't used a whole lot throughout the game. In fact, the other 2 caps aren't used that much either, which is kinda disappointing. In case you didn't bother reading the title of this video or didn't hear me mention that this is the Wii U eShop version of this game, this is the Wii U eShop version of this game. On the Wii, you needed a classic controller to play any classic Nintendo titles, but on the Wii U, they actually calibrated the controls so that you can just use the gamepad instead, and it works pretty well. There are some minor differences in button placement, so it may take some getting used to if you've played the crap out of the N64 version like I have, but it's nothing that'll drive you nuts. I did, however, feel like there was just a tiny delay between my button pressing and Mario's movement on screen, which threw off my timing a bit. My only other problems with the new controls are pretty much with the camera. On the original game, you would use the 4 C buttons on the N64 controller to switch to different camera angles. On the gamepad, however, there are no C buttons, so you'll use the right analog stick instead, which feels kind of awkward. This is due to the fact that you have to be fairly precise with where you move it, otherwise you'll end up making the camera move in a different direction. It was a minor issue, but it was annoying nonetheless. Another problem with the camera controls is one that was carried over from the original game, and it's that it will auto-adjust in certain areas and go to a fixed camera angle. This would be perfectly fine if it didn't fight with you if you wanted to move it in a different direction. This actually caused me to die a few times because I couldn't see where I was going.
Don't blame the man behind the screen for this, princess. He couldn't see where I was going, and didn't know he was leading me to my death. Forgive us.
I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be a challenge to tell you how challenging this game is. In all seriousness though, I found myself getting nervous over dangerous jumps or narrow paths, despite having a lot of past experience with the game. So it ought to present a fair challenge to any newcomers, and make old geezers such as myself get a reasonable amount of hand sweat. It's not just obstacles or enemies you'll have a hard time with either, as locating all the power stars can be quite the challenge itself. There are a total of 120 stars to collect in this game, and a lot of them are located in the castle instead of the actual levels. And you'll be rewarded if you manage to snag them all. This game is currently $10 on the eShop, and that is more than a fair price in my opinion. After playing it so much as a kid, I ended up burning myself out on it. So when I decided to review this game, I figured it would be more of a chore to play it. But boy was I wrong. I found myself getting addicted to it really fast after I started playing. Curse you, Mario! Your mustache has charmed me once again. I give Super Mario 64 an 8.75 out of 10.
Here we go!